Hello and welcome back to Down the Board, the podcast. I am your host, Niku13, and I'm joined by.
Crazy Cross.
And today, I have a very simple question that I want to know. Who is stronger? Gogeta or Vegito? Explain to me your reasoning.
Well,
Because I have a reasoning too, but I want to see what you say.
no, originally I would say Gogeta because he could turn Super Saiyan 4 because I completely forget about God mode because
God mode? You mean Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is why they turned it to blue?
yeah.
It's literally Super Saiyan, they go blonde, and then they get blue hair dye and dye their hair. Like Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah,
They
so
just go to the bathroom, take a quick shower, and they just take the dye and put it in their hair.
because I just don't really care about the super.
Okay, well, without the forms, which one do you think is going to be stronger in their base form?
Well,
Going by multipliers, the only multipliers we're not incorporating here are transformations.
well, did Vegito even go into base form?
Yeah.
Really? I only remember him with blue hair.
So they all start off in base form. If they did it out of base form in their super states, then the transformation will have been stuck in that state when it transformed.
Did he have blue hair on Z? Or
No.
was it, no?
He had like reddish hair,
Come on.
black reddish hair because of the light, but it was definitely black hair.
Okay. Well, when did he
He
the
get blue
hair?
in super.
In Super? Really?
Yeah. He goes into his original black and then he gets blue.
And then
He goes into that transformation, not right off the bat,
It's
but he
probably-
does go right. He does go into it after a little bit.
It's probably because I play fucking Xenoverse 2 with a shit ton of mods. So that's what I'm
That's probably what you're thinking. Yeah.
Because I don't think he has blue hair in fucking Xenoverse 2.
He does.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I don't even have to play with the mods. But I played with so many.
You play with the mods of characters that originally weren't in the game, but then were added later. But you still play the mod versions because that's what you started out with. And plus, you were having a lot of fun. You know, as Jiren, who was stupidly OP until the original came along, and they're like, no, we made one that's anime accurate.
Actually, I didn't play with Jiren as a mod because I played with like the little people, the people that no one gives a fuck about, like fucking Pui and Zarkon and fucking Yamu and Spakovich. Those
Okay.
are the people I modded the fuck in because those are nobody gives a fuck about them.
I mean, they're in the new game, so. But no, go back to topic. We haven't gotten on that topic yet.
Oh, what's the topic?
Which one's stronger?
Well, I thought the earrings gave you like a big ass power boost.
They do boost, yes.
But is it as big as a power boost as Gogeta?
I don't believe so.
Because
I think it uses you perfectly without having the entire concept of being in sync. You can fuse with like a frog and be out of sync power level wise. It just mashes you together to come out with a new being. It doesn't take into account of power levels. It will be like, oh yeah, you have this level? Well, too bad. You're gonna get like probably in the middle or lower or something. I don't care.
Well, then technically, Patara rings would be more powerful because
That's what I'm talking about. The Patara earrings do that.
if you
Fusion dance, you have to be the exact same level, but you also gotta do dance perfectly, so you get the perfect dance boost,
so
a perfectly in sync boost too,
Because
and the rival
Goku
boost.
could merge with a god, and then Patara rings would be more powerful. Then would that be permanent?
Because he's merging with the god, yes, but he wouldn't be Goku anymore.
He would be Goriris.
Go Beerus.
Go
Iris.
Rearus.
Beerus. True. But
What are we talking about?
I think Gogeta is just stronger. And exactly why I said you gotta do the dance perfectly. And it's just because you do that perfectly, you are in sync. You get a sync boost because of that. You get the rival boost automatically. You get perfect dance boost. You get all these power level boosts. More than the earrings that are just like slap you together. And you could get the stronger or you get the weaker. Who knows? I'm not entirely sure if the earrings take your strength and put it on top. But I do know that with the fusion dance, you can get even stronger in that form. You get stronger and stronger and stronger. You can keep getting stronger while Pitar earrings are like you're at a set level of strength. And they actually demonstrated both of them in the series. The only reason Gogeta have even less time is because you can get a lot of strength, but that also means you're burning away your time. While with Pitar earrings, you use your strength, you're stuck in that form for an hour. Unless you're eating away time because you're using your peak too much.
So, I mean...
In the standard of which one lasts longer, the Pitar earrings last for an hour. While the fusion dance only lasts for 30 minutes.
So, all someone would have to do to defeat Gogeta is to get away from him.
For 30 minutes. If you can do that.
But if you can.
Can you do that?
Can you?
Can you do that?
I mean, if you're Despero or fucking Jiren hit, you probably could.
Yeah, but they probably just take the hit. Actually, hit would be trying to stop time. And since Goku, part of Gogeta, has already dealt with hit's time stop, you already know how to counter it.
I'm just saying, somebody would just have to run out the time before they could do a counterattack.
Mm-hmm.
And then he really is doomed because he's going to be completely out of power.
You mean he just defused?
Yeah, defused, but he just burned through so much power. Both of them are going to be fucking tired.
Yeah. That depends if they go all out. You know how Saiyans are. They don't start all out. They go little by little. They do base form. Then they go Super Saiyan. Then they might go Super Saiyan 2. They're like, you know what? I'm going to change it up here. I'm going to go Super Saiyan God. Oh, and now I'm going Super Saiyan Blue. Oh, I can't be you. You know what? I'm going to do this technique. Ultra Instinct.
But they're still burning through.
Which they have not done Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego. So that's probably out of the question, but that's the thing.
They're still burning through their power reserves while doing all that. And technically they only have 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. So as long as you can get away from them for 30 minutes, no matter what, they're going to defuse.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you have to last for 30 minutes. Think about it. Would you be able to last for 30 minutes?
Me personally, no. Because I'm slow.
What about Frieza? With Frieza, not Frieza Black, but currently when he was gold. Frieza, Golden Frieza.
I don't
not
know.
Black Frieza.
How fast is he?
I do not know. I just know that when he was up against Broly, who was just a Super Saiyan, he was getting his ass kicked as Golden Frieza.
Okay, so then no. Oh, with that comparison, then no, because I would think that...
And the fact is, Broly was learning as he fought both Vegeta and Goku. The reason he failed to get the upper hand against Gogeta was because Gogeta kept changing up his movements on Broly. Broly could not learn what he could not understand. Everything Goku and Vegeta was doing, Broly was learning as he fought, which is why he was getting stronger.
Then, yeah, I would say no. Frieza would not be able to.
Okay. The only other person that could actually outlast him would be Whis or Beerus. Other than Jiren, I would say Jiren and Toppo probably if you wouldn't
What
got
about
destruction.
Despero? Because I know he's the fast one, right?
Dispo, he is the fast one.
Like,
I
isn't
would
he
say-
compared to the Flash, like that fast.
Probably.
That-
But I would say that he does get exhausted pretty fast. He was taken out of the tournament power pretty easily once he was caught. But thing is, Gogeta, all he has to do is instant transmission out. He just has to catch Dispo off a little bit. And remember, Barter was the fastest in the universe, right? And Goku was able to outpace that after doing some training.
Bata, I don't think would stand a chance. He was fastest when we met him, and he was fastest as a self-proclaimed title. So
Yes.
that's
Essentially saying maybe other people are faster than him,
Yeah,
but we
I'm
don't know.
yeah, because he proclaimed it on himself.
It's probably because every
It was never
other
backed
planet.
up by actual fact.
Yeah. Because if anything, it would
He
have
was
been Gildo.
He was
Gildo would have been the fastest one because he could stop time. The first time we see time stop in any sort of thing in Dragon Ball
was
was
little Gerd Gildo.
Gildo was just like, I hold my breath, and then I can go and move wherever I want. You won't be able to stop me. I'm actually the fastest one here. You're just like stubbornly running behind them, holding your breath stupidly. Like, in a bridge, he's just talking to himself, thinking he stopped time. And he's like, what does my neck hurt? Because his head is on the ground. Because he accidentally started time breathing again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Dog tree.
now, if you stop time, would it stop
The countdown, yes.
the count? So it would
Yeah.
stop the countdown.
Yeah.
Because it. So he still wouldn't be burning. So yeah, Gildo couldn't make it. He couldn't make it.
Yeah. He'll just have to be like, I have to keep running. I think I'm away. Fuck.
But okay, well, no. If you stop time
But he
And-
will have to get into an escape pod.
and hid,
They can sense power levels.
I didn't think Gildo had much of a power level.
So, the entire planet was essentially dead. All they had to do is search for the weakest power level.
Oh, I thought we were talking about like Earth.
Oh, I thought we were talking about, like, where they ended up first.
No, because we're
Because this actually could be an interesting what if they did it. They could literally have said, oh, what if they decided to do a fusion on Namek?
but
Like, Goku and Vegeta actually went to Namek together instead and actually fused.
well, then
And then it would be like, well, yeah, obviously they can go and beat the shit out of Gildo. Because he can't do shit.
Frieza would have been wrecked.
Yeah.
But if they did it on Earth, maybe Gildo could have hid behind a tree or like underneath a tree.
He was still, I would still say, instant transmission to find the weakest power level in the area. He's like, oh, it keeps coming me up to this tree. Something's about this tree. Then he looks down and sees Gildo.
No, because you would have a whole bunch of humans around and
You
everybody.
remember where they fight? Barren areas.
What?
If Gildo goes over and hides like under a tree or something in a barren area, then all they have to do, instant transmission, find where Gildo is because he has the weakest power
so
level.
he just has to be smart and go to a crowded area.
Yeah, they have to be smart and go to a crowded area after being in a fucking wasteland. And he has to do it fast.
He's doing it fast. He's holding his breath. He's running. He's
How
holding
fast, do you
his
think
breath.
how fast do you think you can run while holding your breath?
He's gonna figure it out how fast he can fucking run while holding his breath.
What if it's just Majin Vegeta with the fusion? And it's just like, no, I don't care that you're hiding with a bunch of people die.
Oh, well, yeah, but we didn't say that. We said Gogeta, Goku, and Vegeta, they're good right now.
Okay.
So, no. Like, Majin Vegeta, it was an enhanced power level.
He only did that to get a reaction out of Goku. And yet, it was still a bad act.
Yeah, and it still didn't... It didn't, like, surpass anything.
He gave him a brief power boost.
He was a brief power boost, but he still wasn't anywhere near Super Saiyan 3.
Which was the strongest at the time, but also the one that burned through the most power.
Yeah, because Goku hadn't had enough time to train
and master
in Super Saiyan 3, and that's why we only saw Super Saiyan 3 at that time.
And also, it was the fact that Super Saiyan 3 burned through his time limit much faster than it was supposed to.
Well, that's
actually, the whole idea is Akira Toriyama thought Goku Super Saiyan 3 was actually Super Saiyan 2 at the time. Because he forgot that he wrote Super Saiyan 2 for Goku. So when he made Super Saiyan 3, he's like, oh wait, I thought that was Super Saiyan 2. I think it was stated that his editors had to tell him, no, that is Super Saiyan 3 because you already gave him Super Saiyan 2 earlier.
Why would you call him a Saiyan earlier? Like he had the false Saiyan.
He didn't come up with false Super Saiyan.
He didn't?
No. That was done for the movies.
Oh.
That was done for the movies because they didn't know what Super Saiyan was going to be. So they thought it was a golden power boost. So they made it like that.
I like the look of the false Saiyan.
False Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Because the true Super Saiyan, he did that to save time.
I know. He's like, I don't feel like coloring in all these fucking hair.
Uh-huh. All, like,
you're blonde now!
It did the same thing with Goku's tail. He's like, I'm sick and tired of his tail. Cut it off. He ended up bringing it back multiple times, but then when Goku is an adolescent, he's just like, he doesn't have tail anymore.
That shit got cut off. He can't grow it no more.
That's why I'm saying, since he doesn't grow it back as an adult and anything, but he could always regrow it as a kid. What I'm saying is, when you're a kid, you have cells in your cell that allow you to grow your tail back because you're constantly losing your tail, I guess, for whatever reason. Or your parents are always cutting your tail off so then you don't destroy their city. But when you get to an adult form, you end up losing those cells that regrow your tail. Therefore, Vegeta and Goku never had their tail regrow. Even though, if they had the tail regrow, they can access their Ozaru form, and they can get a power boost with that tail. Plus more balance. That's the thing. When Goku lost his tail, he lost his balance for a bit.
I think...
And when he got his tail back during the first martial arts tournament, he got a big power boost. Like, he wasn't strong to break through a certain thing. And then all of a sudden, he grew his tail back, he got his strength back, and he broke something right in front of the guy that was keeping him
Somebody else...
And he's just like, you know what? You just did that to something that I couldn't do? I'm giving up. So tail gives you a big power boost.
Somebody else who can actually fact check us go into that, but this is just what we remember.
Yeah, this is basically bullshitting, but mainly remembrance. But that's also the reason I say Gogeta is stronger than Vegito.
Technically, I said Gogeta was stronger too, because I
but
like
you said
Super Saiyan 4.
But it's also, think about it. Why would they choose, other than it gives the fans what they want, why would they choose Gogeta over Vegito to fight Broly if they needed a fusion?
What was that, one of the new movies or something?
It was Dragon Ball Super Broly.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I said I'm going to show you.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Why do that other than pleasing the fans? Because that's what they were doing that for. That's why before the movie release, they had the episode of Bardock, they had Fusion Reborn, and they had the Broly movie, all shown before Dragon Ball Super Broly was even announced.
What, like on the Cartoon Network or something?
No, in the theaters.
No, I don't go to theaters. Not since I
No,
got
I'm saying.
fired from my job.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. In the theaters, that's one of the promotions they were doing. They were saying all these 3 films are coming back to theaters, and you gotta wonder why these 3 specifically. We knew Broly was gonna be in it, and we knew it was gonna tell the origin of Bardock briefly. But then why Fusion Reborn? And it's because they put Gogeta in the movie of Broly.
Because Fusion Reborn, that's not even a canon story.
All the Dragon Ball Z movies are non-canon.
Canon in my head.
They're non-canon.
Just like GT, that's canon in my head.
That's why they made Akira Toriyama. Akira Toriyama was actually making Dragon Ball Daima, which was actually going to be GT but canon. Why do you think Goku was a child again?
I don't know.
He was actually. I think he
seen
was gonna
Daima.
make it. No one has. It hasn't been out yet.
No.
There's just trailers out. It comes out later this year. In December.
I think
But it's the
GT
fact
was
that-
amazing, so...
It has flaws. The best part was the baby arc. And I think...
Yeah.
And definitely the Shenron arc should have... The Dark Shenron, the Shadow Dragon arc should have actually been much better than it was.
Oh,
And that's because each one was supposed to be based off of a single wish, and then it was so arbitrary on their forms and everything. And it went by so fast.
It was rushed, but I like the Shinron arc. I like the baby arc. I like the truffle arc. Oh, well, the truffle is the fucking baby.
What about when it starts out with the Grand Tour?
The Grand Tournament?
Grand Tour. That's what GT stands for, Grand Tour. It first starts off with them going into space. How are those first few episodes? They're kind of bland because they don't capture the original majesty of Dragon Ball, which is what they were going for. Which is why they rushed through that and went straight into Z fights.
When I was in my
And went to the
adolescence, I
truffles.
liked Pan, so...
Everyone likes Pan. I think she has a good design there.
She was a whiny little bitch, and I liked her.
She had a good design. I don't care what people say about her. She had a good design.
And
The
then
only
you had
reason...
Raw.
And the only reason they didn't give Bra or Pan a Super Saiyan form was because the
women can't have Super Saiyan.
No, it wasn't that. They couldn't think of a design for them. That's the only reason. And there's tons of fan art depicting what they could look like.
You take her hair and you spike it.
Exactly.
Or you make it really long and spiky.
There was concept for Trunks, which is why he went Super Saiyan. There was concept for Goku, so that's why he went Super Saiyan. There was even concept for Vegeta with the bad mustache. I'm actually not sure about that, but seriously, his haircut and everything, he was still able to go Super Saiyan.
I love his mustache.
Everyone hates the mustache. You love it.
No,
It kind of makes
I
sense.
didn't like Trunks in GT. I thought Trunks was just...
They try to make him his original counterpart from the future, but then they remembered, oh wait, he's this version of Trunks that was a spoiled brat. How do we make that legit?
Yeah, you take him, you kick him into the fucking time machine and let the good Trunks come back.
No, they're just like, oh, we'll make him be part of Capsule Corp, but he doesn't like his responsibility, so he keeps running away.
Like in one of the movies, Trunks gets his fucking sword.
Yeah, they try to explain that. It's like, you do know that's the wrong Trunks. That's the fucking wrong Trunks.
And I'm like, okay, let's make these movies canon. He gets his sword here. Woohoo!
Well, that's what they tried doing with the Xenoverse, and they're doing it slightly with Sparking Zero, with all the movie villains in there. Except for a few. I will say that. Except for a few.
A few? Which few? Is it a few enough to make me not buy the game?
How about all of BoJack's Crew?
Then yes.
And right now, Android 11 and 12.
Really?
They're obviously in the game, but they're not playable.
Well, I want them fucking playable.
They could be in DLC.
No, you have.
They're getting everyone hyped for what they can make currently, and then they're adding the stuff that they can
It's
do
easy
later.
to fucking make them. That's why we have fucking modders who fucking pop out fucking characters.
But they have to wait. They have to wait till the game's been out to
damn
mod
month.
them. They have to wait till the game's been out for a while to even make those mods.
I know. That's the only reason I buy things on PC anymore. Because I mod the fuck out of my games. There's no reason to pay for a fucking console when you don't have the courtesy of modding.
But you
And
play
the
it how it's
companies
supposed to be played.
That make it so you can't mod their games, don't buy their games. That's how I'm going with Capcom now. That they fucking put a ban on modding.
But you still get around that.
No, because it's fucking DNR bullshit.
Do they give out cease and desist letters?
They probably do. I don't know. So I'm not a person who makes the mods and puts them up. But they're making it so their games aren't moddable. Which means, well, I'm not gonna pay for something that.
Well, do you want a game that's moddable that's only sprite based? That isn't Mugen?
Oh, yeah, I'll be fine with that.
Well, it depends. What game are you talking about that you want to mod?
Oh, any game, honestly. Any game that I see fit that I have purchased, I would like to mod. Whether it be 3D, 2D, fighter, platformer, whatever I can mod, it should be able to be modded. Especially if I purchase the game. I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars
Battlefront
2 or M1 Classic Collection. The game is moddable, but it's not fully moddable like the original one, which that rubs me.
You mean the new ones, right? The new ones aren't fully moddable.
The new ones are pretty moddable, but no, I'm talking about the fucking.
Because you just said that the Battlefront games aren't fully moddable, unlike the original ones.
Oh, I'm talking about this fucking game. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection.
Oh, okay. So you're saying the original ones that were separated were moddable, but the collection is only partway moddable.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
And a lot of the old mods
don't work for the collection. They work for the original games. And you don't feel like buying the original games again.
No, I have the original games. See? I bought them. Like this is fully moddable. And
Johnny Knight Academy, okay.
This is fully moddable.
Battlefront 2, okay.
2005. The other ones you can like mod characters, but you can't mod levels.
Okay.
Battlefront 2, you could actually. 2005, you could mod levels, characters, even new gameplay mechanics.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for today. This has been Niku13, and
Crazy Cross.
we will see you next time for Down the Board, the podcast.